Another beautiful morning to talk sport right here on Dominion Television. You're welcome to an ever exciting world of sport. I want you to fasten your seatbelt because we're taking you on a different journey this wonderful morning. From the local front, giving you update from the camp of Shooting Stars, giving you update also from the Value Jet pre-season tour, giving you update from the world of transfer from the local front, the WAFCON hockey back-to-back actions, and definitely international scenes as friendlies are going and also transfers making the round in the world of sport. I am Paul Abe Toluwanimi, and I'm not alone in the studio this wonderful morning. I have Jessica Suji joining me to talk sports right here on the go. Top of the morning to you, Jessica. You look amazing. I love the jersey you're wearing. It reminds me, of the NBA. Very soon we'll be talking about the NBA, but it's just the draft going on. But it's good to have you on the show this wonderful morning.
Wonderful morning to you, Toluwani, and also to the viewers. Amazing morning to be here. There's so much to talk about and dissect. Dismissal of coach from the local scene, men transfer news and stories. Dramas have been all around the football since, especially during those times where you see this could be a distraction to the team build up and everything, and also to other sports here. We have the preseason going on internationally and everywhere. The teams are gearing up for the new upcoming season, and also there's so much to look forward to when it comes to the WAFCON. The group stage, the semi-finals is looking shape. It's taking shape already. So we just want to dissect everything and keep the audience updated when it comes to the world of sports.
Definitely, that's the job we have to do to keep you updated when it comes to the world of sport, and we're going to set the whistle blowing. Let me inform you that the head coach of Shooting Stars Football Club, what I wanted to say, Sanuruddin, Nuruddin Aweroro has been sacked, from Shooting Stars. Let me inform you that 280 days of Nuruddin Aweroro era comes to an end. That was on Sunday. We got a report on Sunday towards the early hours of the morning on Monday. Let me bring to knowledge that 280 days, it took charge of 38 matches, 18 wins, 6 draws, 14 defeats, 60 points and 1.58 point game per. When you look at all of that and you're wondering what went wrong.
That looks good on paper.
Yeah, it looks good on paper actually. But what went wrong with Nuruddin Aweroro and the Shooting Stars board? Now remember, Jessica, we brought the chairman of Shooting Stars, Honorable Taiwo Lekon Salami, to the studio, and we're talking about, some of the plans they have for next season, what they have been able to achieve last season, and continental football. And a question was asked about the CAF license, and the chairman said he does not know about that until he gets a full report of that. Currently, Nuruddin Aweroro does not have that license. Do you think that's one of the reasons why, or there's more, to this story? And do you think, he should have been sacked this way?
Okay, like you said, when you were make mention of the stats and everything, it looks perfectly good on paper and statistics like that. It makes fans doubt or wonder, like, what could be the story beneath it, what could be the cause, the drama, the uproar in the room and everything like that led to this dismissal of the coach. But it's more than that if you look at it. Based
is it from both parties or just from Shooting Stars?
It is from both parties.
Okay.
First of all, you're looking at the license, the could be license of the CAF. No, it was mandatory.
Yeah.
But one thing I would say is why does it take so long for you people to address it that time? This could be qualifying for the continental sport. Was you guys target?
It's your target, yeah, I agree.
It was your target, and the coach taking you there for the next.
We need this license.
So I'm saying, but was this something you guys were not thinking about? Because every club have a target, and you guys had it at the back of your mind. So why waiting at this point when it's just like 2 weeks or 3 weeks for the upcoming season to begin before you guys start addressing it and causing a dismissal at this point in time? We are looking at continuity. We are looking at form. We are looking at relationship that the coach has built in for the guys and the team in general. So this is something I feel that the Shooting Star board made a mistake in. Why waiting late at this point in time to address it? I will take Remo Star for an example. When didn't have he took a step back whereby he went to Abuja to
he went for training. Lights, he went
this is what the boss should do. when the chairman was asked, then he said he didn't have full information
full
about
information
it.
of it. Yeah.
But now you know this is mandatory from the CAF, and you qualifying for that ticket. It was your target from the beginning.
Yeah.
So addressing it now is causing distraction. It's causing some point where it comes to both parties will be saying opposite things at the same time.
Yeah.
And it is not something good and needed for the team up to this point. Even it is showing at the preseason now.
Agree.
Every signing that they make, without a head coach now, is looking meaningless at this point in time.
I want to inform you quickly, Jessica, that I don't know why the site's coming to my mouth right now. Nuruddin Aweroro, went, to another media house to speak, and he was saying a quite different story. Firstly, he said all of the signings that was made this season did not come from him, that they did not give him an opportunity to sign players. He mentioned about Tijani Aliamin, going to another league. He mentioned Ayobami Jr. also. He said several stuff that he was not given the opportunity to be the head coach as such, when making those statements yesterday. And you're wondering, all of this, what exactly was your contract like? Did you read your contract? Are you the one support? Because in Sinner Climbs, I mean, when you look at some structure, there's difference between manager and head coach. Now, a manager would be the one in charge of the signings. Sometimes they will tell you the sporting director is the one in charge of the signings. So, in your contract, is there a statement saying you have the full power to sign players? Because according to the information I heard from the camp of Shooting Stars, they said that some of the signings he wanted to make were they were coming from NLO, and they wanted signings that have played the MPFL. And when you look at all the signings that Shooting Stars made this season, you look at the likes from players from Yiba, you look at players from Plateau United, you look at key players that they made to the ranks to add to it. According to the report, they said he wanted players from the NNL, from the NLO to come play for Shooting Stars. He demanded for trials. And they're wondering, why would you want trials? Also, they said tactically and technically, he does not have the ability, on the pitch of play. And I'm going to say for a fact that, I'm sorry to say, all the games I've watched for Shooting Stars, I did not see any tactics and technique that Nuruddin Aweroro had displayed on the pitch of play. It just looked at brilliant performance. I mean, individual brilliant performance, from the players, just getting the goals and nothing more than that. So, aside from the CAF B license, I'm just going to say that I think it took too late.
Out of the team, that's when I noticed there's a change in that structure. Now, making mentions of those stats, that statistics, in my mind, I was like, there are many more to this. There were games that they should have won, even on home turf, that they failed to win, and that showed clearly that there's still a gap to bridge in that team. So definitely, this is something unwarranted for a club going into continental stage at this point. Later on, you guys are addressing the coaching, the coaching department. You guys are addressing the signings, and him wanting to make signings from the end. It shows lack of experience. You need players who have that experience, who have tested the MPFL, who have played in it, who knows the in and out of it, and also who have that experience of the continental football. So it's that. I won't be surprised if there are many stories coming out from this dismissal again tomorrow. Whereby we see another story from it. But this is not what we want. We want Shooting Stars to fly high. But if stories like this keep coming out, there's distraction, there are setbacks, of course. And even this preseason, they haven't won a game yet. So it's unlikely to see teams just picking up their race and still going back, the setbacks, setting them on a stage whereby you don't want to see any team in. So I just wish all this could be handled amicably. We should put a sense of professionalism when it comes to that. So at the end of it, I wish Shooting Star well, and no, which they should just dead this matter, and both parties should end it on a good relationship.
All right, we hope that happens, but definitely we'll be giving you more updates from the side of Coach Nuri Naweroro and also the camp of Shooting Stars. We'll be bringing you more updates from that scene. But before we move away from the camp of Shooting Stars, let me inform you that officially Shooting Stars have made major signings. Midfielder Kalin Weke has spent a 1-year contract with Oluyole Warriors, joining from Eyimba FC. When you look at the pictures, on the screen, you'll be excited for some of the signings coming from big clubs who have played, in the MPFL. Also, they're also pleased to announce the confirmed signing of Liberian international winger Albert Cover from Remo Stars on a 1-year contract deal. Welcome to Ibadan. Also, let me inform you, they've also made a signing to announce the fullback Issa Yusuf from Bayelsa United on a 1-year contract with an option to extend for a further year. Also, they've extended the deal for Ule John Mark, spent a 2-year deal with Oluyole Warriors. That confirmed from Kwara United. Let me bring to your knowledge that they've also confirmed the signing of Olakunle Akala from signing from Kano Pillars on a 1-year deal. That's the update. Also, they've also extended the deal for Abdulaziz Dalatu, the midfielder, joins from Oluyole Warriors from Niger Tornadoes. Also, let me bring to your knowledge they have extended the signing for Ta Abubakar, the winger, joins from Wiki Tourist on a 1-year deal until 2027 with an option to extend for a further year. So, exciting signings. Exciting signings. And when you get the report there, you wanted to sign players from NLU and NNL compared to the signings that they made from big leagues. We've mentioned Wiki Tourist, we mentioned Kano Pillars, we mentioned Eyimba, we mentioned Remo Stars. Come on, I think it's a way to go, Jessica. Quickly.
It's a way to go. Great signings. Every player you mentioned here have experience in the APFL, so definitely is something. A way to go for the board and everyone involved in that signing. And now it's just up to get an head coach and get a signature of a coach who has the license from and also who has an experience in that continental of football experience, because that's key. You can't qualify for something and at the end of the day don't make progress in it. You don't only qualify, you have to make some to show yourself in that big stage, put yourself out there when it comes to that. So it's one way to go for it. So I wish if they can get a coach right now so that we can get ourselves together for the team to build that team chemistry to some point, so that it won't be like starting from the scratch, which it will look like that, but to get a coach who can build up the rapport and also build some chemistry between these teams and the new signings, to the players that they are still in the club, and also to the signing, and also make some great progress when it comes to that. All
right, beautiful. And that's the update from the camp of Shooting Stars. Let's move away from that to give you more stories from the local front, as Eyimba chairman, FIFA ambassador Kanu Nwankwo has assured that all players that their needs will be cared for, urging them to give their best this season. He spoke to the players at the Uyo Township Stadium on Saturday after Eyimba drew goalless in a friendly game against Aqua United. The game was part of the series of friendlies by the People's Elephants as they prepare for the 2026-2027 MPFL season. The chairman has been actively involved in the team preseason activities, being present in Port Harcourt, Warri, and now Uyo. Eyimba will begin their campaign with a trip to Mina to face Niger Tornadoes, after which they will return home to battle Shooting Stars, the 9-time champions, with hope to get their 10th title this season, remaining as the country's most decorated club. Now, there's been a back and forth with, Eyimba for long. And you're wondering, when you have, a legend like Kanu Nwankwo, still, we have not gotten a report that some of these unpaid salaries have been paid. Now, players are complaining about, poor treatment and all of that. Now, Kanu is coming out again to say all their needs will be met. Now, have you met the former ones that that you are talking about, the new ones that they are complaining about? What exactly is going on with Enyimba Football Club? I think we saw their lapses last season. They almost got relegated. They had to escape relegation, but to sneak their way back, into fighting, for their lives to remain in the MPFL. Now this season again is upon us, and it has not been the same Enyimba that we have known. Imagine, having 9, MPFL titles, being, a CAF winner before several times. I think, they're 3 times champions when it comes to CAF football, and having to have a legend like Kanu in that scene, and they're not having their legs on the foothold till as we're speaking.
Yeah, there's a way to go to it. It boils down to the structure of the team and the board. Kanu, he has shown dedication to this team for so long time now, and it is something I feel if they are able to address the former issues, I think it will build up to a new one now. The new MPFL season is coming up. Last season was so much setbacks. There were things that it shows even there were things that were playing off the field that was even showing in the field of play. And you talk about the likes of the players' welfare, their salary not being paid. So these are the things that the board needs to address. In coming out to say their needs will be met. So it boils down to every board member to know, even they're signing they're making. I feel they had more sign outs than some play. So it has to come from the preparation and the planning of the board and the members. The infrastructure level has to be standard. We can't go from a champion club can't go from being at the top now addressing issues that will make them even not to meet up to the standard they have created to themselves. So it is something they need to look into when it comes to that. Him being the chairman, he knows what needs to be addressed, and also to the players too. The main thing is the results. If something is not going well in the club, it will show out on the pitch too. So the main thing they need here, when you address that, when you make necessary amendments, then up front, when next issues like that will come up, you know what approach you make the next time it shows up. So it's definitely, I feel it's still one man for the job and for that role. It's the results sometimes or from the past hasn't showed that great infrastructures that he has made, but at the same time it still needs to be addressed, and I feel like if they address that, that's the way to go for the new upcoming season.
All right, let's see how far Enyimba Football Club can go for the upcoming season. Let's move away from that, and let me give you, when they say branding in sports, I think there are several ways we can go about it. Now, I want my producer to please display the next picture while we discuss about branding. Now, Jessica, over the weekend, we got the report about, there you have it on the screen. And you look at all of this. So can I have the next slide of Value Jet picture? And you talk about branding for, now the next slide, you look at the branding, for Value Jet. Thank you so much. How they were picking the fixtures and what would look like. This is not a full body. I mean, this is just a body that comes to, host pre-season competitions. And there, you look at all of the picture and you compare it to what you just saw, for the MPFL, and you're wondering, is this a step forward or a step backward?
It's a step backward. Even the camera quality, sometimes I feel like I'm watching it from a low quality aspect of it. Nigeria football have passed that stage where we say we are still growing. Now we are putting ourselves in a big stage, and organizations like this that are private owned, that they organize pre-season, are doing way better than a whole body that has members for each rules. It's something alarming and something we have been talking about. Even when it comes to rules and regulations, sometimes officiating, there were many debates has been drawn out from it.
Yeah, I want to ask you, when you say branding, what does branding do, to a body? I mean, like, to a full-scale body of a club. It can be a club, it can be a company. What does branding bring to you?
It sells you out. It brings investors. It brings a whole lot of things, and it's more of good to you when you put your business out there. You are showing the world what line of creativity you are in. So for MPFL, displaying themselves out there, it doesn't show growth at all.
I would love to see that picture again.
It doesn't show growth.
Yeah.
Was it last week you guys were talking about the official page?
Yeah.
And now to this point whereby it is physical, many necessary steps, even preparation needs to be done. It just shows a slow, a growth, like we haven't even come out of one stage of it, and many procedures and steps are still there's still a lot of work to be done, and it's so disappointing. We are not showing that giant of Africa we call ourselves, even in football.
All right, it is what it is, and we hope that they take full note of that going forward. You talk about branding, you talk about opening yourself to investors, and if I'm an investor right now, definitely I'll be going for Value Jet, pre-season to invest my money in, not come to what I'm just saying. This not, I don't know how well you want to sell it out to me with the pictures I've seen. I'm gonna buy that at all, but it is what it is, and we hope that they get all of this properly corrected. All right, let's move away from that, and let me give you update from the Value Jet Cup as we look forward to what is expected and exciting times upon us. Beautiful football display. If you're following the Value Jet Cup, I think you should be excited for what is set to come for the new season, most especially from Sporting Lagos. They have been fantastic when you watch their football. And let me give you day one result. Sporting Lagos trashed the Remo Stars 3-1. Rangers International picked up the victory against Inter Lagos 1-0. Abia Warriors against Rivers United played out a 1-1 draw. And the first standing, when you look at the first standing, Sporting Lagos that one. They're on top of the table as the first day. Rangers International came second. Abia Warriors with 1 point. Rivers United with 1 point. Doma Shooting, Smart City, Inter Lagos, Remo Stars on 0 points. In day two, when you look at the result in day two, I'm talking day two fixtures. Sporting Lagos against Shooting Stars, Doma United against Rangers International, Abia Warriors against Smart City. And you look at all the things that have happened. Sporting Lagos defeating Shooting Stars 2-0. Rangers International picking up the victory right there. Abia Warriors also picking up the victory. Rivers United on 1 point. Doma United at 0 points. You look at Inter Lagos, Shooting Stars, Smart City, and Remo Stars. Now, day three fixtures. Thanks so much, my producer. Day three, we have Doma United against Inter Lagos. I'm going to drop the result for you. Shooting Stars against Remo Stars by 2 p.m. Rivers United and Smart City by 4 p.m. How exciting has the Value Jet, pre-season tour been for you? What note can you take away from this, Jessica?
It has been something of brilliance, especially from Sporting Lagos. Now 2 games, 2 wins. It shows it's nothing of the pre-season alone. Teams are going in and out for it. You see the match day results proving like you are watching a new MPFL season at its best. And yeah, beautiful football by the way. Aruna had this scoring against
Braves, in the first goal.
So it shows, and I'm seeing more creative, mindset players on the pitch of play. The results, even Rangers having to draw that game. It shows you cannot even be a champion. You might lose in this preseason. No one is giving anyone an advantage in it. So it's been something of brilliant. Definitely stacked match day to look out for. So yeah, definitely I'll be all set for this, and entertainment, refreshments, and also don't forget the money they will be winning for it. So is it not all around, in and out? Players are there. Coaches are there to build up the preparation level for the next season. So is something I feel like this competition was needed, and the teams playing for it, they have a lot to show.
All right, let me inform you that Doma United, Doma United lost to Interlagos. Remember, Doma United will be playing in the MPFL for next season. And let me inform you that Interlagos picked up the victory 2-1. We're talking Baliamin and Aziz struck in the first half to put Interlagos 2 goals up before Benedict put one back for Doma United before the break. The Lagos side hold on to that win. Exciting times, right? There's still to come. We have Shooting Stars against Remo Stars. Those are the exciting. Let me ask you, what are the expectations for that game between Shooting Stars and Remo Stars?
Possibly, I'm seeing a draw, but for what I saw from the first match, Shooting Star played yesterday, it was nothing of it. But I'll still give them the grace of the new signings, still testing out players. It's still the early stage of it. Hopefully they pick up some pace and some points in it, but the best I could see is a draw against Remo Star.
All right, and let me inform you that those are the fixtures to look forward to when it comes to the pre-season tour organized by Value Jet happening in Ikenne Township Stadium. All right, let's move away from that. The Wafu B, Johnny, sad that we lost that one right there, and we did not get the ticket to the World Cup. Now let's look towards this quickly. Nigeria's recent qualification setback. It's been a major story, Jessica. 2022, we lost the men's World Cup final to qualify. 2023, on the 7 AFCON World Cup finals, men were failed to qualify. 2023, AFCON men failed to qualify. 2024, Olympic men we failed to qualify. 2024, Fuster AFCON World Cup men we failed to qualify. 2024 beach soccer AFCON men will fail to qualify. 2025 under 17 AFCON / World Cup men we also failed to qualify. 2026 under 17 AFCON men and World Cup we failed to qualify. 2027 men's World Cup final we failed to qualify. 2027 under 20s AFCON we also failed to qualify. And you look at 2027 Women's World Cup qualification in doubt for the World Cup. All of this put together, Jessica, we have been talking about this for the longest, and still heads are not rolling.
It's a wake-up call. Now everybody's saying we cannot be relying on the history again. It's like a major gap is still needed to be closed. We talk about the federation, we talk about the investment. Sometimes we come out to talk about the performance in general, but when we lost that game against Congo, DR Congo, in that final play of the playoff to the World Cup, there were many questions we were asking ourselves. Was it? We have a lot of star players in it. Is it the team management when it comes to the coach? Does it boil down to the board? Does it boil down to the players that we call in? But at this point in time, even to the under 21, we're not qualifying for it that match day, because I feel like we played against them already. We should have known our weakness. We should have known where we need to improve in. It's like it's a second leg to it. But losing losing that match to that scoreline. It shows a lot of work and a lot of things we need to look forward to. It's becoming something we are seeing even for the Super Falcon. We are talking about the history, the past. We won this, we won that, but the present is not showing that again. There are many relapses we are having. It comes the team, the preparation level. Sometimes we are talking about the federation when it comes to promises not being fulfilled. All this put together is not making us, is not putting our drive and our ambitions at that point or stage where we need it to be. The Super Eagles, after that match, we looked at each player. We talked about the likes of Victor Osimhen. It's still good. Like we were talking about that golden generation set of players. Who will replace him? Who do we call up to when it comes to that? And still yet we haven't found answers for that questions. And definitely at this point in time, when another competition comes out for us to qualify, we still have that chance of blowing it off, even when we are winning. There's a match where when we play, we already taking the lead, but a few seconds we lose concentration and we just blow away the result like that, and which is looking more unlikely of us. We have that history of qualifying for World Cup. You can remember the 2018 campaign we had. Even it was not, we did not go far in that competition, but we still had some brilliant moments in it. So it's something I feel we are still looking forward to, and hopefully we find questions to these answers and be able to close that gap and that void we are still trying to fill.
All right, that's the update. When you look at the Nigerian football in general, we lost to Burkina Faso 4-1 in the WAFU B, and that already gave us an issue for qualification for the World Cup under 20. The Flying Eagles are out of that. Also, the Super Falcons, and thank you so much, producer. You look at the Super Falcons also losing out to that after the defeat to Cameroon, and of course for question, Justin Madigo for me should not be in the arms of affairs again for the Super Falcons. Tactically, technically, all of that, you are not seeing the input in the team for the Super Falcons again. All right, we still have the qualification to play out for. When you look at the Super Falcons, those are the results that happened over the weekend. Cote d'Ivoire against Algeria winning 2-1. Morocco against South Africa, Morocco winning 2-1. Cameroon against Nigeria, Cameroon picked up the victory 1-0. Malawi against Ghana, that one happened. Malawi the new debutant 2-1. And let me inform you that we are going to have a new winner in this year's WAFCON. We're going to have a new winner in this year's WAFCON. Remember, the only winners, South Africa, Equatorial Guinea, and the Super Falcons of Nigeria have been the past winners. So definitely, is it going to be Algeria? Is it going to be Morocco? Is it going to be Cameroon? Is it going to be Malawi? Let me inform you that Nigeria against South Africa are going to play out for a qualification for intercontinental playoff, and also Ghana against Cote d'Ivoire also going to play that one out for themselves. That's the update we are getting for that one. And it's sad, you look at the players in tears over the weekend against Cameroon. That one was not one to look forward to. Sad moment. The players all in tears. They expected more. They wanted more, but they did not get the result for themselves. And that's the update we're getting. You look at all of the pictures right there on your screen, and it's not exciting times for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. I want to ask you, for you, do you think Justin Madigo should still remain the head coach of the Super Falcons?
He's not. Should he still be the head coach? The question now is, even if there's a call for his dismissal, who is there to replace him? But hopefully we find someone competent and someone capable of handling the job, because just like you said, I can't see his tactical ability when it comes to that. There were many decisions, even when it comes to individual performance also, because I remember the last chance that Chiamaka the ad.
You mean
Okonkwo, ad. Sorry, instead of her to pass the ball, square the ball up to Oshuela, she went for.
If you're a striker, will you pass the ball in that moment?
At that moment, I'm not scoring the goal for myself. I'm scoring the goal for Nigeria. I would definitely pass the ball if I know the other player is in a well position to score. Definitely, I'll square out the ball. Yes.
All right, and that's the update from the camp of the Super Falcons. We'll be giving you more updates. The game for that qualification is going to happen on the 13th of August. The semi-final stage will start tomorrow. That one to look forward to. Right, we'll be giving you all of that update from the CAF competition going on for WAFCON. All right, let's move away from that. Let's give you update on the pre-season tour as Borussia Dortmund defeated Arsenal over the weekend, 3-2. Not still happening, back-to-back defeats for the Gunners in preparation for next season. Let me inform you that Bruno Guimaraes has joined Arsenal from Newcastle. Has joined Arsenal from Newcastle. All right, Madrid against Ferencvaros. That one happened over the weekend. Also, 2-1. Madrid picked up that victory. Udinese against FC Barcelona. That one happened over the weekend. Also, 1-0. And you look at all that. Friendly Manchester United against Paris Saint-Germain. That one ended 1-1. Liverpool also losing the game to Monaco, 3-2. Golovin on the score sheet, Brunner, Alexander Isak, and Florian with on the score sheet right there for Liverpool. Manchester City defeating Atletico Madrid. Omar Mahmoud with the brace. Ait Nori also getting a goal in that game. When you look at all of that, you look at the major transfers making the round in the world of sport right there. You look at Zatri from Milan to Lyon on a loan with no buy option. Ana Valencia also making a move right there to Boca Juniors. You look at Manchester United that decided to give Marcus Rashford a new squad number as message to trust him and include him as part of the team's putting on the number 14 jersey. More transfer updates. Philip Jurgensen from Chelsea to Strasbourg on a loan with no buy option. Shea Charles from Southampton to Fulham, 30 million euros. You look at Jason Pegovic from Wolfsburg to Stuttgart. Manon Solomon from Tottenham Hotspur to West Ham on a 5 million plus 2 million add-ons. Jens Atto also from Strasbourg to All City making that move. Also, let me inform you that Usman Diamande from Sporting to Nottingham Forest, Naif Agad from Marseille to Real Sociedad, Facundo Bonamonte from Brighton to Elche, loan with no buy option, and Yan Diamande already in training for Madrid. The 19-year-old made the move, won 40 million package from RB Leipzig. Just kind of the transfer update back to back, just like they're displaying on the screen right now. Exciting terms, players moving in and around the corner, and clubs also making detailed signing for their club. I want to just touch that quickly.
It's exciting time. Every player making out a move. You see players that they were not getting enough game time. Now moving to a new club, definitely new adventures for them, new experience for them to explore. And for teams, pre-season, you look at the results. You see some teams are making an advanced step up, and some you just feel like they still need a lot of work when it comes to that team preparation. And at the same time, it's just bringing that spirit back. We are here for it. That season of football, whereby every match day now there are results flying in around every competition in the world. So it's also something to look out forward to, and for we fans, it's just for us to sit back and enjoy it. Your club, it could be from an opposition team, the banter, the rivalry. It's just an exciting time when you're a football fan in general. So yeah, you're here for it. New season for Chelsea, and also to turn to Arsenal. Maybe we get on their neck next season.
Definitely. We'll be looking forward to all of that action and updates and serving you more transfer stories. As for the camp of Manchester United, Marcus Rashford is back, putting on the number 14 jersey, and their major key players also have joined them on the pre-season tour. We'll be giving you more of that update right here on the go, and that's a wrap. And this is where we draw the curtain on today's show. I want to say a big thank you to the producer, to the crew, everyone that joined us across the world watching us on Dominion Television. We're going to see again tomorrow, serving you more updates in the world of sport. Jessica Osuji, thank you for joining us and giving us your analysis right here on the show. And we're going to see again tomorrow. Stay blessed and bye for now.